My name is Lucie Vališová Hejk. In the United States, I go by Lucy Hejk, and I was born and raised in the Czech Republic. I live now in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, which is an hour and a half from Chicago. I give birth to Li'i Anela, which is little angel in Hawaiian language, and I knew from the beginning that she's very different and she's very special. She is the one who triggered everything, and after having her, all these things were happening. Her as a little child, she wanted to draw and she wanted to paint. And of course, as a good mom, I let her, even when she woke up in the middle of night and she just decided that now it's time to create. So you could see us in our living room at midnight, literally by the easel. And I couldn't even say why and what. And I was second guessing her, and she had just a little diaper on, a little binky on. And I was there just to open the acrylic colors. And every time I says, "Are you sure?" she just did. And just, "Mom, you are here just to wash my brushes and do the acrylic colors." And every single art she designed in her 24 months was amazing. And actually, I have them home, but if you look at it, there are angels in it. And the colors and everything, what the combination of is, the professional artist came to me and told me that she knows intuitively how to put colors together, how to put all colors in a space, and everything what is taught in the University for Art, she is exactly implementing all the techniques. Not only that, every single art was done differently with different techniques. So she was the one who got me into the art. Not me painting, but opening, listening to her. And she was the one who was very intuitive. She was the one who was teaching me, basically. I start to listen, and she got me thinking that actually, me as an adult, sometimes I think that I know what is the best for her, but later on I find out that she knows what is the best for her. And so that was the beginning. It started in my own home. I went to one of his workshops, never heard about him before, and on the end of the workshop I went over there to say thank you. And I wanted to ask, am I indigo? Just because I always felt different, and I felt no matter where I went that I don't really belong. And he looked at me, he says, yeah, you are one of the first. But more importantly, surround yourself with artists. Few years later, I was introduced to another very special lady. And she came to me and she said, well, I just would like to let you know that I see thousands of children in your life. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, sure. Like, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a teacher, I'm not the nurse. But anyway, thank you for the information. And I moved on. And then it was established 3 years ago. International Little Artist is a foundation what works locally, nationally, and globally. And we found the new way how to bring nations, children, and the young leaders together through global communication. And the global communication is the universal language, which is art and messages. When we started this, we started only with art and messages, so children draw and they wrote a message and we exchange it. Throughout our work, we find out that actually children were asking, can we sing? Can we dance? So we are now opening a department for music and department for self-expression through dance. And basically, International Little Artist is evolving by itself. And we are just listening to the children and young people, and we are tuned in what is happening throughout the workshops. So when we bring it back, let's say to the United States from the underprivileged locations, then we find out that these children are like, wow, this is amazing, this is what they wish for, and they have the same dreams like us, and they have the same ideas, or I didn't know this is what they believe in. And they get so empowered by that, and they say, okay, what is next? How can we communicate back? We want to give more back. And that's what actually happened, that the system is not only one-time exchange. Now we developed how can we actually continuously continue of exchanging of the information, the communication. So the International Little Artist is becoming a connector. It's a creator of the space. It's the voice for the children. It's the voice of the voiceless. It's the voice of the unheard. Not only that, the unheard doesn't mean that they speak up and they were not heard. Literally unheard in some cases means that they cannot be heard just because they cannot speak, because of the language barrier, or just because they are deaf and they are communicating differently. I was bringing in medical inventions to United States from the Czech Republic, and I was asked by a medical team in Czech Republic, please, can you go to a school and have children draw a picture, and the theme is going to be what health means to you, and then ship it to us. And we will actually do a wall full of the pictures and in a medical convention center. So when people come to see our inventions, they can also see the pictures. So it was just a very simple, basic beginning, just with art. I was like, yeah, of course, it's easy. So we did the art, we ship it back to Czech Republic. And suddenly what happened is we start to see differences on the same theme, what health means to you. So the Czech children, the Slovakian and the Japanese children draw something completely different than actually US children. And that is example, US children, one of them draw reading keeps me healthy. Okay, the Czech children draw running outside in the woods and picking up mushrooms with my mom keeps me healthy. US children draw, for example, washing hands with hand sanitizer keeps me healthy. While children in Czech and Slovakia and Europe says eating apple keep me healthy. So there were certain differences and certain patterns were same. So that triggered me thinking, if I would go to the orphanage in Africa, and I ask the orphans, what health means to you? What would they draw? Would they draw eating apple or using hand sanitizer? Probably not. If I would go to the hospital where kids are in hospices or dying for cancer, and I said, what health means to you? Would they draw eating apple keeps me healthy? Would they? Maybe yes, maybe no. So I had more questions than answers. So I decided to explore with the doctors in Czech Republic. I said, hey guys, let's just go around the world and let's ask the children, and then we bring it every year to the convention center. And they said, oh yeah, sure. But what happened, unfortunately, the ones who said yes, sure, the doctor, she passed away just few weeks after the exhibit in Slovakia and Czech Republic. So basically my dream just disappeared. So I let it go. And few months later, suddenly, I had this, I cannot explain it. It was 2, 3 in the morning. Suddenly I woke up and I heard the voice, go and do it. I was like, go and do it what? Okay, so I didn't listen. And every single night it was happening, 2, 3 in the morning. You go by yourself, you do it, you do it. And I was like, wow. So I didn't listen. I wasn't obedient to that calling. But when it was, you know, lasting for 2, 3 months and I was getting extremely tired, I was like to my husband, well, maybe I'm just going to say yes, so it stops, because I'm very tired and it's getting stronger and stronger and the voice is saying, go do it. But they didn't say, or she or he or whatever, they didn't say what to do. And one morning when I woke up very tired, I says, okay, I don't know where this is coming from, who you are, but I'm saying, yes, I'm going to do it. I went on the internet, check how other organizations around the world are connecting literally children through art, and I'm Googling and researching, and nothing. I see art exhibits and art competitions, but I haven't found anything what is using art as a connector, art as a tool of the communication. I was like, wow, it doesn't exist. Great, let's create it. And this is kind of personal, but every single day in the morning in a shower, when the water was coming and the steam, I was hearing or what was intuitively coming to me, what I supposed to do that day. And I was using a finger to actually draw on that glass what was steamed, the logo and the mission statement. So every single day I got this little tiny information what to do that day, and next day another, and another, and another. And it was actually creating by itself. So I was just the mouth and the brain and the hands to do it. To elementary school and high school, and I heard that there are missionaries from one Calvary church going to Haitian orphanage. I was like, wow, great. So these guys are going there. Why not to actually partnership with them? So I just brought the idea to the schools, knock on the door, and says, hey guys, would your children consider to write a message and draw inspirational greeting basically to these orphans, and the missionaries will take it with them. The high school art teacher, and he had tears in his eyes, says, you need to immediately come to the school. I have something for you. And he brought me this huge envelope full of the most beautiful art and messages, and he said, I am so surprised when I announce what you were asking us to do. The young people, the young students met after school in Starbucks, and they talk about it, they plan it, what they do and how to do it. They went to their homes and they create this art, and they put up photos of themselves on the other side and put inspirational messages. When I saw this gorgeous art and messages, I was like, wow, if I send these originals to Haiti, then we cannot maybe inspire others. I receive a text message from the missionaries, from the orphanage in Haitian mountains where art never ever was explored. The children never saw paper in their life, and the children never saw pencils in their life. So the missionaries told me, wow, these guys are so impressed, and they were like, they couldn't go close enough to the art, and they have the huge smiles. And when we hand out the papers and the pencils and the crayons in order for them to draw and write back, they cherished that paper, and they were making sure they don't make a mistake because it was like a treasure for them. So many keeps asking how International Little Artists work is affecting me being as a mother to my children. But actually, the question is how my children are teaching me to be better in International Little Artists. It's the other way. So my children, our children, my husbands and my children, Liana La Victoria and Lucas Haig, are the teachers, especially the firstborn one, because she's so special and so gifted and very open-minded and very stubborn, if I can say. She knows who she is, she knows why she's here, and she doesn't see me as her mother. She doesn't see me being in different generation than she is. She sees me as an equal person. So if she disagrees with my decision towards her or her little brother, she will speak up. So being their mom taught me so much what I can bring to International Little Artists. Children around the world, what I am getting aha moments and wow through their stories is actually affecting me to be their mother in control. I am more open to listen what they have to say. I give them the voice to be heard, and they actually appreciate it. They want to speak their belief system. They want to tell me their opinion, and they want me to respect it as the equal. International Little Artist, when I get all the information of the art and messages and the videos and the photos, I share with my children. So they see how other children out there look like and what their school look like. So it's affecting them, obviously, being part of this. So it's not helping only me to be a better mom. I do believe that all this work is helping to help us as the family unit. So my children appreciate what I do, and I appreciate them more. Not only that it's affecting my family, it's starting to affect other children, because other children who are classmates of my children are asking, what do you do? How can I be part of it? And the teachers and the parents, and they are saying, what can we do? Can we also do this in our house? Because they see how my children are more open, how they go to the orphanage and actually take care of the orphans, and they read them a book and they hug them. So the other parents are saying, what do you do so we can do in our house so our children can be as loving as your children are? Not only towards the world, but towards each other.